Hi everybody, Alex Employee here from Expert Forex, and in this video I want to give a serious warning to all manual and automated Forex traders. When you're experienced at something like Forex trading or trading in general, you start assuming that all Forex traders have common sense and can apply logic to a certain situation. Now, this video is to make sure that everybody understands the situation the market is in. The stock market is crashing. You have losses of 25%, 24%, 22%, 19% on all major stock exchanges. There is a financial crisis. People are losing their pension funds, their major source of income. They are losing wealth, huge amounts of wealth. This is not just a minor correction in the stock market. Now, US oil took the biggest hit, a loss of 40% over the last few days. Now, the one shining investment is gold. What happens at times of crisis is that there is a flight to quality. Now, gold is regarded as a quality investment. And when everything else fails, people invest back into the physical asset of gold. And gold has shown a 24.8% return over the last couple of months, reflecting the views of the financial institutions in terms of where quality investment will take place. Now, if you were lucky enough to buy a couple of gold bars a few months ago, you'd be smiling right now. The Forex market is going mad. Now, I'm going to show you some examples, and they all are different currencies. This is the pound New Zealand. It traveled 1,350 pips yesterday. Look at that daily candle, and which means it actually traveled 2,700 pips because it went up and down that distance. Crazy. Then you have the Euro Oz, a completely different currencies, 1,100 pips in a daily candle. There it is. Also up and down so that you can double the amount of movement that happened there. Then you have the USD Yippee. Traveled 1,000 pips in the last couple of days. Huge movements, and also huge gaps, huge weekend gaps happening as you saw last weekend. So the warning is don't trade, especially live money. The market is unpredictable. No system is going to work. It is driven by fear and greed, so please do not trade. If you are going to trade, demo trade. At least don't risk your well-earned money. If you're unfortunately already in trades and things like that, consider closing them all or reducing them to manageable risk. And then what would be a good idea is just sit and watch. Go and play golf. I always look for an excuse to go and play golf. Here's one of the best excuses. The markets are in turmoil. Rather go and play golf or just watch what's going on. But if you are stubborn and you really want to trade, make sure you are highly experienced at risk management, that you use minimum lot sizing, minimum currencies, reduce your risk to the bare minimum. You're a brave person if you take that alternative. Now, in situations like this, you need to be aware of the emotions of fear and greed, and not to latch onto those emotions too strongly, because I can tell you in 2 years' time, you'll look back at the situation and you'll say, you know, those actions that I took are purely out of fear and greed. But you cannot see fear and greed when you're in this situation. Very big warning. This is not the first time something like this has happened. I know the feeling. Use your common sense. If you see everything's going crazy, don't try and be cleverer than anybody else. There are very clever organizations out there that are suffering immensely. So please use your common sense. Don't trade when there's madness going on. That's just common sense. That's not sophisticated MBA type of nonsense. That's just common sense. Your mother would tell you that. Use logic or sound reasoning. So what's happening, logically analyze it. Use sound reasoning. Don't let your emotions play a role, because if you let your emotions go, it will destroy you. As I said earlier, a lot of people have serious problems with their pension funds, their investments. There are huge losses being made, huge wealth being wiped off the earth in terms of stock exchanges. But what you've got to do is you've got to sit down and say, what can I control and what can't I control? And you can control how you react to all of this, but you can't control what's happening. So try and control what you can control and do the best at it. And also, this is a time to be very cautious, very cautious. Also, be aware that this will pass. We're in the middle of it right now. Maybe in 2 years back, we'll look back and say, what a bad time, but it will pass. It won't keep on going. It will most probably keep on going for the next couple of weeks or next months, but it will pass. And the best thing to do is you need to get out of this with your money intact, your mental health intact, so that you can take advantage when things normalize. So don't be in a hurry. Relax. Do other things other than financial things, and let what is happening happen. And in a short while, you can look back and say, okay, it's happened. Let's see how I can take advantage of what's left. Now, a lot of people would think what I've just said here is common sense and unnecessary, but there are a lot of people out there that do not understand the severe power of fear and greed and how it can take you away and not only destroy you financially, but it can play very bad games with your mental health. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.